This is the Biz Call. Question 1, what's your name?
Nic Rader.
Question 2, what's the name of your business?
Daybase.
Question 3, describe your business in 1 or 2 or 3 sentences.
Daybase is a new model for the hybrid work experience. It's a network of on-demand work spots in suburban retail centers close to where people live. The company just announced its first 3 work spots in Hoboken and Westfield, New Jersey, and Harrison in Westchester County, New York. Each location provides hybrid workers, enterprise-grade services, and hospitality, and is a place to drop in and do focused work or meet in small groups.
Okay. Question 4, what is your revenue model?
Daybase offers bookable work spots as well as lounge memberships. It operates much like a gym membership, actually. For $50 a month, you can come and go as much as you please. You have unlimited access to the day lounge, which has soft seating, communal tables, banquettes, and phone booths. Of course, there'll be free coffee and water as well. There's no reservation required or time limits, and you can use any Daybase location that's open. When you need a semi-private or private experience as an individual or to meet in small groups, we also have open desks, focus rooms, meeting rooms, and open huddles, all available by the hour. The cool thing about all of the locations being networked is we'll also have the opportunity to work with companies and corporates for larger packages for all of their employees so that they can use any database that's open.
$50 a month, that's pretty darn reasonable. Question 5, which is pretty self-evident, but I'll ask it anyway. Are you brick and mortar, online, or both?
We're brick and mortar that's enabled by technology. The nice thing about our centralized payment and booking system, as well as a centralized operating platform, all of our locations work as a network. So again, just to reiterate, as a member, you can go to any location that's open. You're not limited to a single spot.
Okay. Question 6, my favorite. How did you decide to get into this business?
Myself and the other co-founders and much of our team actually all worked together previously creating enterprise products and services for large companies. So we'd already established not only real estate products, but of course operational, hospitality, and even some HR-related products for many of the largest companies in the country, including Google and Amazon and others. In doing so, what we quickly realized was that companies didn't really need more real estate and more amenities and more locations because that wasn't their problem. What they actually needed was a way to attract and retain new talent. And in thinking through that, what was happening even pre-pandemic was that workers were expecting more flexibility and control of their time. In other words, they didn't always want to go to a single headquarters or a single office. It didn't really fully support that new lifestyle. So there needed to be created a system of hub and spokes. And it just so happened that the spokes don't actually exist and never existed. And then, of course, once the pandemic hit, it just accelerated that trend even more. And we quickly realized that Daybase needed to be born out of this because now everyone wanted to work closer to home and everyone needed a new tool in their toolkit to attract and retain talent.
And I would imagine that this actually opens up the talent pool nationwide for those companies because they just go to a Daybase center and they're connected up.
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Okay, now here's the thing. Question 7, because we know of higher awareness kind of communal workspace types of operations. I don't need to drop their names. Why hurt you? But why would customers choose you over your competitors?
There's a couple of reasons. One reason is convenience. We're building, again, closer to where people live. So you can easily eliminate your 30, 45-minute, or even hour-plus commute time. We want to be next door to your favorite cafe, across the street from your gym, down the street from your kid's school or daycare, if you have them. Of course, so it's really about convenience and accessibility and flexibility of your workday. We want you to be able to pop in just for an hour. Another problem we're solving, of course, there are co-working spaces that exist in the suburbs. But another problem we're solving is consistency and quality. We're elevating people's expectations to enterprise-grade Wi-Fi, acoustics, HVAC control systems. Of course, there's high sensitivity to COVID and others. There's no real network of spaces that allow you to move around your town or around your region or even the country for that matter in quite a seamless way as we're building. So we will be the first and only large-scale network everywhere people live.
Okay. So you're closer to home, is what I'm getting.
That's right.
Yeah? Okay, good.
That's right.
Question 8. What's the exit strategy or your long-term goal here?
The long-term goal, again, is to have a Daybase location everywhere people live. We don't want to have just 100 locations in the New York tri-state area. We want to have 10,000 locations all over the U.S. And of course, we're already thinking internationally as well.
Okay. Question 9. What are you doing to increase your business?
That's actually quite simple. We're opening locations to increase our business. Today we don't have one open. We will very soon announce the timing of our first location, which will be in Hoboken, New Jersey, which I already mentioned. The other thing we're doing, actually, we've created this business as a franchise business. And we were just approved to sell franchises in all 50 states within the U.S. So we've already been speaking to a lot of potential franchisees around the country, which again will allow us to open locations more quickly.
That's a great model. That makes a lot of sense. Question 10, and this may be premature, but how do you measure your marketing success?
I would say we actually have been able to successfully measure it in a few different ways, which I already hinted at, actually. One is just in franchisee demand. We have several sort of discussions already in the works. Another is corporate or enterprise demand. Even in Hoboken, we've already had a number of more local companies and even actually some larger national or international companies reach out interested in using Daybase as a benefit for their employees. And then another one, which is really near and dear to our hearts also, is it's important to us to be part of the community. And I sort of hinted at that as part of our real estate strategy, being close to home, being in ground floor retail. But we also want to support smaller community organizations and groups by forming partnerships with them to allow them, of course, to use our space and to help each other sort of with drive awareness and community accessibility.
You know what? Let me throw you a 10A, question 10A. So I'm hearing that you're not launching with big advertising or, you know, a well-funded media campaign, correct? It's all tactical?
Yes, it's largely tactical at the moment.
Okay, the reason why I'm pointing that out is because a lot of our listeners are under the impression that you have to have a large ad budget. And sometimes what all you really need to do is put the product or the service just in front of people and the opportunity, which sounds like how you're doing it.
Yeah, I think that's correct. We have been extremely fortunate. We just had some good press in the New York Times and previously in the Wall Street Journal. But of course, press is very different from marketing, right? We've been hyper-focused on understanding who our potential customer is, and we've tailored and localized all of our marketing to our locations and that target customer.
Okay. Question 11. It can be a yes or no. Are you profitable?
When we open, we will be.
Good answer. Okay. Question 12. How many employees do you have?
We have 7 full-time employees, but of course we're using and working and partnering with a rather large expanded consultant team of over 30 people.
Okay, great. Okay, questions 13 and 14, two sides of the same coin. Let's go with 13 first. What's been the best decision you've made so far?
The best decision we've made so far, very early on, we realized that we wanted to be hyper-focused on people's time. And of course, there's even a sub-segment of that about time at work and being productive. But that's been a really, really great decision so far because of the reception we've received from individuals, from potential customers, and from corporates. The pandemic really made everyone aware how important their time is and how valuable it is. And that's why you see a lot of, I think more than 80% of people now are wanting to say they don't want to go back to the old model of full-time office work because that gives them back their commute time and allows them to feel like they have more ownership.
Okay, question 14. What's been the worst decision you've made so far?
I think if you check back with me in a year, I'll have a pretty good response for that one.
Oh, come on. I'm going to push you. Come on. You must have made some screw up at some point. Everybody does.
Look, we've set up this business to make sure that we have a strong feedback loop from the customers. So it's a little difficult to ascertain and understand where we missed an opportunity or where we did make a mistake until we're open. And the reason I say check back with me in a year is there's no doubt in my mind that we have made a bad decision, and I'm sure probably a really bad one. But I want our customers to give our customers the opportunity to give us that feedback rather than pretend that I know everything, which I certainly don't.
That's fair. Okay, so then that leads us to the last question. Question 15. What would you like to add? Is there anything that we've missed? What do you think that our listeners need to hear?
I'm really excited about where we're headed. We've been able to put together an absolutely exceptional and cross-disciplinary team. And I think that's resonated a lot with all of the partners that we've established so far, developers, landlords, potential customers. And I'm really excited to see where this goes. Being open will really give the ability for people to seize their workday, which is really our mission. And we're looking forward to building, all of the spokes as part of the ecosystem of the new way of working. So I'll just leave it at that. We're just getting started.
Okay. All right. Not bad at all. Okay. So one last time, clearly, slowly, give us the name of the business, the URL for more information, any special promotions, and in your case, I'm kind of wondering if you even have a sort of like a register to be notified when there's a location in your area kind of a thing. So go ahead and give us the whole deal. Sure.
Our company is Daybase. You can find us at daybase.co. That's daybase.co. And we are actually opening up to a limited number of people a founding membership for our first locations already. And the way that you can sign up and find out more about that is there's a link on our website. It should pop up right when you first go to the website. You can just put in your email. We will personally reach out to you and work with you to better understand your needs and find the right product and service for you.
If you'd like to plug your business on the BizCall podcast, simply visit thebizcall.com and fill out the form. If you become a guest, you'll receive a free lifetime membership to the BizCall discussion and networking list. If you're too shy, you can still join the BizCall list at thebizcall.com.